Saturn's largest moon, Titan. Okay, and it turns out its atmosphere is really thick. It's so thick that its atmosphere is like rivers and lakes. But instead of making rivers and lakes out of water, it's rivers and lakes of methane and ethane. Methane and ethane. Can you imagine that?
I can imagine it, but I wouldn't want to be breathing it.
Yeah, that's talk about a...
it wouldn't smell very good.
I was wondering if you lit a match there, what would happen? This is a planet.
What would happen if you lit a match on
rivers
Titan?
and lakes of petrochemicals, highly flammable ones. What would happen if you lit a match? Would the whole planet go up?
Here, I have a little AI answer for you. It would be nothing like an Earth flame.
No, nothing. Well,
Titan's
you don't have any
atmosphere-
oxygen. That's true.
Titan's atmosphere is mostly
So
nitrogen.
it won't catch on fire because there's no oxygen.
That's right.
So you could light a match and it wouldn't work.
You
Right.
couldn't light a match.
But what would happen is that the match head might briefly react because it carries its own oxidizer, but it would quickly go out and the wood would not burn. So,
Okay. NASA is planning to send a nuclear powered drone there.
because it can't ignite anything, so
Well,
it may as
because-
well explode a nuclear drone there.
Well, it's a nuclear drone sub. It's easier to fly through these methane ethane lakes than it is to drive through them.
Right. They're like
Yeah.
ocean.
It's a denser atmosphere. Yeah. Liquid hydrocarbons. Isn't that an interesting decision on NASA's part?
Well, it's like flying through gasoline, right?
Flying through thick air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the surface pressure is 1.5 times that of Earth at sea level, even though Titan's gravity is only about 1/7 of Earth's. And the air is mostly nitrogen with a few percent methane, and it's thick with an orange photochemical haze. The temperature at the surface is minus 180 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cold.
If they just brought with this spacecraft an oxygen tank,
Yeah.
not only could they use it as a propellant in the air, but they could also use it to heat up the spacecraft. They could have a Bunsen burner there.
Yeah. We want to heat it up for the robots on board. The batteries work at least.
If they could just put it in these tankers that do natural gas, if they could ship it here, we wouldn't have to depend on countries in the Middle East.
No, we'd get it from Titan.
Our energy.
Yeah. Our energy comes from Saturn.
Yeah, we can get it for Titan from free. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
how
Just
to get there.
takes a
and
while to get
fast.
here. But
Yeah,
we
I
get that
guess-
pipeline established, it's just going to be nonstop.
But it's unlimited.
Yeah, right. Unlimited. It's a whole.
I don't think we're going to have
This is
pipelines
the
to
biggest gas
moons of
field in the
Saturn.
Yeah.
in the solar system.
Well, they say it's a whole weather cycle. The methane evaporates, it creates clouds, and it falls as rain. It collects into rivers, and they even got oceans. And the largest ocean is near the North Pole. And it's the only place in the solar system that we know of that has a stable liquid like that on its surface. Liquid methane rivers.
The methane ocean.
I don't know, a methane ice. I don't know if that such a thing exists.
When you get it cold enough, it turns into a solid. But
Really? Solid
I guess
methane,
has
huh?
a very low temperature.
Yeah, very low. What is it? Minus 180 degrees Celsius. That's what the temperature is there.
Through the rivers of nitrogen methane.
It could be like our solar system gas station. You can just fill up on methane and you just bring an oxygen tank and you can burn it.
Yeah, I could see that. Sure. Yeah, Dragonfly, by the way, is a car-sized rotocraft. It's got 8 rotors, built by Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Labs. Elizabeth Turtle being the investigator, actually to do science on the surface, and then it's going to hop to another site. When they get there, they want to study the chemistry, Titan's organic chemistry, and to see whether or not that chemistry has moved towards the conditions that are relevant to life. And the reason why they're doing it nuclear is because sunlight is so weak there. It's like 1% of what it is here. And so solar panels would not do very well. And the haze from the atmosphere is even worse. So they're going to have what they call an RTG, a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, which NASA's used for generations. Right now the Perseverance and the Curiosity rovers on Mars are using an RTG. Yeah. And that works by converting the heat of decaying plutonium into electricity.
2028 is
Future
when it's a
July
good time
28.
to launch something from the Earth to Titan.
Yeah.
And when the planets align. So when we're actually closest to Saturn.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, remember that little small Ingenuity helicopter on Mars? Remember how cool that was? Well, Dragonfly is way bigger and more of a full science mission. It is the rover. It is the device that is actually going to be exploring, that doesn't have a mothership like Ingenuity had on Mars. Rover.
It is the mothership.
Yeah, it's the mother rover.
It's the mother rover.
Yeah.